And welcome back to San Diego Living. Now, every little kid knows about the tooth fairy. You know, baby tooth falls out, put it under the pillow, get some money. But I'm really concerned here that if our next guest decides to take on the role of America's tooth fairy, we're going to have adults pulling out perfectly good teeth just to meet her. Kristen Chenoweth joins us here this morning on San Diego Living. How are you?
I'm so good. Please don't anybody tear out your adult teeth, please.
Yeah, I'm not suggesting that, although, you know, I would go to great lengths just to be able to be in your presence. I just love you to death. Congratulations on this People's Choice nominee that just came out, nomination.
Thank you.
Guest appearance on Glee, Tony Award winning, Emmy Award winning. Do you want to seriously consider taking on this role as the Tooth Fairy as well?
You know what? I think it would be fun. I just think it would be very hard to fly around. Yeah. Very hard to fly around. Well, and I will tell you what I wouldn't do is hire the people that did Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's one play I haven't had a chance to see yet, and that we could probably do a whole half hour on that. But I got to talk to you here about you hooking up with Listerine.
Yes.
For this Your Mouth's Got Something to Say campaign to benefit America's Tooth Fairy. We'll tie all that together for folks in a second. But they sure picked the right person with the right smile. What's going on with this?
Thank you, Mark. You know, I have to tell you something. Growing up, my mom always said, sometimes even if you don't feel like smiling, smile and your mood will be better, because happiness is a choice. And I have started working with Listerine to talk about oral health care and just how important that is, and getting the word out there about brushing not being enough. You know, I don't know about you, but I always just used to think brushing was enough, but you actually have to rinse and floss. If you just brush, it only really cleans 25% of your mouth, and that's like saying, I'm only going to wash one pillowcase. I don't know about you, but for me, I'd like my whole bed done. So anyway, I've teamed up with them. They're launching a new video just to talk about oral health care and how important that is a part of our entire health. And you can watch a video, listerine.com/yourmouth. And what they're doing, which is so cool, is everybody that watches this video, Listerine contributes to America's Tooth Fairy. And America's Tooth Fairy is actually an organization that helps with children who need oral health care. And I can't think of a better organization, frankly. I'm really proud, actually, to be working with Listerine to get the message out there. And you know what else? I know I've got diarrhea of the mouth right now, but I have to tell you something.
Well, you better put some Listerine in there and rinse that out.
And we better really wash with the antiseptic after that. But what I want to say is I've realized that so many times I'll take a picture with people and they'll say, well, I don't like to smile. And
isn't that sad?
Yeah, I want people to be proud of their smiles and to feel better about their mouths and their oral health care. You know, I did get to grow up with parents who really took care of my teeth, and I think it does make a difference. So people out there, rinse.
Well, you know, my wife's a hygienist. My father's a retired dentist. So you're talking to the right guy here about flossing and using that antimicrobial Listerine wash to keep the mouth nice and clean. I think most people are surprised to know that there's like, as many germs in the mouth as there are people in the world. I mean, that kind of drives it home.
Well, you know, it does, and I want to say, you know, I work on Broadway a lot, and one of the things that I like to do not only for my co-stars, because let's face it, I'm up in their face. I don't want to knock them out with my breath. But, you know, I think it just keeps you healthier. So I use the Listerine antiseptic 3-4 times a day.
Come on now, Kristen Chenoweth wakes up with minty fresh breath. Don't spoil the fantasy for the rest of us.
Okay, well maybe that part's true.
Okay.
Maybe that part's. I don't have bad breath in the morning. Are you kidding?
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, let me ask you real quickly about you've got so much going on, and I don't want to leave too much out here. Some Lessons Learned, the album.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of personal for you, isn't it?
It's so personal, Mark, mainly because, you know, I was born but not yesterday. I think you know what I'm saying. And I've learned some lessons along this journey, and I wanted to sing about it from a woman's perspective. And I got to write a couple of songs, and I would say it's in the country pop vein. It's more how I grew up singing, and I'm real proud of it. It's doing pretty good for an artist like myself. So I hope your listeners and people watching you will go get it.
I hope they'll pick up a copy of some lessons learned. We're going to send everybody to Listerine.com/yourmouth and let them enjoy that campaign and contribute to America's Tooth Fairy. And before I let you go, I've got to say, I just read this yesterday, and I want to double check with you to make sure it's true.
Oh, no.
As if you weren't cute enough already, are you now a Cabbage Patch doll as well for another charity?
I am. I am now a Cabbage Patch doll. I was adopted. Some people may know that about me, and we're doing it for National Adoption Month, and so I got my own Cabbage Patch doll. She's pretty cute, and she has better hair than me. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, of course she's pretty cute. Kristen Chenoweth, it is so good to see you. We'll send everybody to Listerine.com/yourmouth. Get them hooked up for better oral care, and certainly, God bless. Great to see you. Come see us in San Diego anytime.
Thank you, honey. I will. Thank you so much, Mark. Bye-bye.
Take care. And San Diego Living is coming right back.